defenders have not given up yet. In his quiet training space, Fang Yi sits meditating before the giant moon. The intense spiritual shock from feeling the attack suddenly breaks his focus, making him cough up blood. Ignoring his injuries, he realizes he must stop his training and step in right away before it is too late. Soon, at the Xia Nation's southern border in Nanming City, a sudden attack leaves the streets in flaming ruins. The Lord of the Earth laughs as he uses his powers to rip chunks of the city's infrastructure into the sky, sending panicked civilians falling toward the ground. Sweeps of green energy catch the falling civilians. Elder Wu and Zhang Tian arrive on the battlefield. After saving the civilians, Elder Wu orders the defenders to focus on protecting the crowd while his team handles the enemy. Unimpressed, the Lord of the Earth complains about facing a bunch of old men and demands to know where the sealer is hiding. Elder Wu retorts that the sealer does not need to show up, declaring that their veteran group is enough to deal with him. Suddenly, a spike of green energy shoots upward at the invader, but the Lord of the Earth blocks the strike by summoning a giant rock. He mocks the defenders as weak ants who overestimate their strength, but a new presence distracts him. Baisu and Jiaolan arrive on the battlefield, and Baisu announces he is ready to join the fight. Elder Wu calls out to Baisu, relieved that he has finished his training. He jokes that he thought the young pioneer would stay in seclusion until he became a fossil. Amazed by the display of power, he asks Baisu what technique he used to immobilize the Lord of the Earth. Jiaolan steps in beside Baisu. She explains that she layered her mutation abilities over his bamboo forming technique to double their control. She warns that they must remain cautious against someone of his caliber. With the Lord of the Earth encased in sharp green growths, Jiaolan suggests using his captured body to negotiate with Country B. A chuckle echoes from inside the casing. The Lord of the Earth mocks the defenders, asking if this hold is the limit of their Jinggang realm power. Elder Wu realizes the danger and shouts for the team to fall back. The prison shatters as the Lord of the Earth rips it apart with his bare hands. His body has mutated into a decayed monster with glowing green eyes. Baisu freezes in disbelief, while Jiaolan realizes the invader has undergone forbidden body modification. Elder Wu deduces that Country B never abandoned their illegal biological experiments, making the Lord of the Earth a product of their research. The mutated Lord of the Earth laughs, denying that his state is a crime. Instead, he proclaims his modified body is Country B's greatest masterpiece. Gathering a storm of chaotic energy, he boasts that this research will guarantee Country B becomes the ruler of the planet. He fires a blast at the Xia defenders, stating that the sacrificed test subjects should thank him for giving their lives value. The force of the strike pins the defenders to the ground. Struggling against the weight, Zhang Tian uses his abilities to turn the solidifying rock into loose sand, shocked by the might of the throne's power. Seeing the earth threatening to entomb the veterans, Jiaolan leaps in. She fires blasts of purple energy to shatter the rocks forming on Elder Wu and Zhang Tian, warning them not to let the dirt set. The Lord of the Earth locks his green eyes onto Jiaolan. Intrigued by her power, he declares her mutant attribute is suited for him to devour. Declaring she will be his first victim, he unleashes a barrage of sharp energy spikes at her. But before they hit, a roaring fire dragon intercepts the attack. Soon, multiple fire dragons materialize, surrounding the Lord of the Earth in a vortex of flames. Feng Wei enters the fray, gripping his sword as he readies a heavy strike. He drives his dark red blade into the Lord of the Earth, triggering an explosion that engulfs the battlefield. Elder Wu and the other defenders cry out in relief. Recognizing the arrival of the sealer, they ask in shock why he interrupted his training. Fang Yi orders everyone to fall back, warning the veterans that they are no match for this opponent. The Lord of the Earth walks out of the crater, laughing that the sealer is nothing special. He shatters his rock armor and declares that without the power of a throne, Fang Yi's flames cannot harm or contain him. Fang Yi leaps toward his enemy. Observing the mutated form, he taunts the Lord of the Earth, asking if his appearance is the result of a failed breakthrough and energy backlash. The Lord of the Earth ignores the insult and the two clash. Fang Yi launches a flurry of blade strikes against the invader's rock defenses. Watching from a distance, Jiaolan notices that Fang Yi's condition seems off. She debates with Elder Wu whether they should intervene, but decides to trust his orders and stay back to avoid becoming a burden. The Lord of the Earth lands a strike on Fang Yi's back, causing him to note that the invader's assumptions about his power are not accurate. Coughing up blood, Fang Yi realizes the Shenyue realm's energy is volatile and dangerous to manage. Then the system flashes alerts that his current cultivation realm is unstable. Overwhelmed, Fang Yi screams in pain as red energy erupts from his body. Struggling to rein in the chaotic aura, he realizes the consequences of halting his seclusion. Because he interrupted the process, he cannot access his post-breakthrough strength and suffers physical side effects. The Lord of the Earth capitalizes on his vulnerability. Mocking the sealer for fighting during an energy backlash, he summons two massive pillars of stone. With a grin, the Lord of the Earth sentences the sealer to death and clasps his hands together. Two colossal slabs of earth slam shut, crushing Fang Yi between them.